The average age of a man watching porn is 13 years old. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Constanza, and this video is on bad sex, specifically women experiencing bad heterosexual sex. It is 2024, hookup culture is all the rage right now, and I have a lot of friends that participate in hookup culture, and yet when we get into the conversation of having sex and orgasms, many of them have actually never had an orgasm. And if you look at the statistics, 95% of men have orgasms when they have sex, straight men. 89% of gay men have orgasms when they have sex. 86% of gay women, yet 65% of straight women orgasm when they have sex. And that drops by 20% or 25% when it's a casual hookup. And it drops to men by 15% when they have a casual hookup. Now, when you look at the reasonings for these people's reports, they say that women don't have, or straight women don't have adequate time to be aroused, or they're just not aroused. And there are two problems with that statement, right? So either your partner did not give you adequate time to become aroused because you're hardly not saying, okay, let's do this, shove it in there when you are not ready. And number two, you're uncomfortable around this person that you're having sex with. So you were probably coerced into it, because I don't know anyone that would have sex with somebody that they feel uncomfortable with. So these two issues are kind of the same, resulting in the same outcome, that the man that these women are having sex with, or these men that these women are having sex with, do not care about them. So I have friends partaking in hookup culture, casual hookup culture, and when I talk to these girls, I ask them how their sex life is, and they tell me that they've never had an orgasm. But yet they have slept with a handful of men. So you would probably, as a man, your first reaction would be like, well, clearly it's a her problem. Like, she slept with a bunch of different men. Why hasn't she been able to orgasm? Like, she's had different experiences, right? If we look at the stats, 86% of lesbian women have had orgasms when they have sex, and their partners are also women. 90% of straight men orgasm when they have sex, and their partners are also women. So take that as you will, okay? So why are women not orgasming? To understand this, we need to understand the men's understanding of sex, specifically heterosexual men. And the society that we live in, men are taught to be bullish and that they're entitled to sex. Like, you're supposed to have lots of sex, and it's supposed to be something that gives you confidence. Whereas our bodies, us women, heterosexual women, we've been treated as bargaining chips that you've been traded by men to other men. So our sexuality has been shunned upon and it's been attacked. Our bodily autonomy has also been attacked. And you could use a good example of marriage back in the days. The reason we have our father's surnames is because we are their property. And then when you get married, it's MRS. Well, it's MR apostrophe S, it used to be, because you are the Misters and you take his surname. So you are his property. And it was used as a tactic if, your family was losing a lot of money, they'd marry off their daughters so that they could gain money from rich men. So sex is seen as something transactional in the society that we live in. And if you look at the men's standards of sex, they have good sex in their opinion if they've orgasmed. We have good sex in our opinion if we don't get killed or beaten during the process. Sex is presented as a commodity that is essential for men's health, and there is no sexual freedom. And there is no sexual freedom because there is no sexual equality, which means sex can't be free, but it can only be cheap. Quoting Laurie and their book Sexual Revolution. And as I said, sex is transactional in the society that we live in. Straight sex is more about power right now than it is about pleasure. And it's because men need and have a right to sex, and women will have sex in exchange for security, protection, or love. So it's something men need and women control. And of course, this is going to create an environment where men feel entitled and they think that they can do anything to get it, and it will be justified in the eyes of the court and in the eyes of their family and our friends and our peers, because that's just expected. It's a drive. The way hunting is a drive if you're hungry. Oh, it's justified. Like, he had to kill an animal, he was hungry. Oh, it's justified. He had to rape her, he needed to have sex. It's a man's need. And women's consent has been conceptualized as something that is tradable. Like, it's a tradable service. So that doesn't just apply to the sex industry, but at least the sex industry shows what the price is for that, which is And if you look at pornography, the average age of a man watching porn is 13 years old. And straight porn caters a specific type of image within a heterosexual relationship where men establish power and women are being plummeted into submission. Women are not having sex as much as they are having sex done to them within pornography. So, of course, when these men go out into the real world and they have the privilege of having sex with somebody, they're mirroring what they've been taught to do physically and what they're thinking psychologically. Like, of course, this is going to affect you both psychologically, and that's going to reflect on the outside physically. So especially if you're having a hookup, the Madonna whore complex probably runs deep within that situation if this is the man that you are having sex with. Now, let me just say, not all men, hands up in the air, not all men, okay? There, you have it on record, you have it on tape. But listen, this is a big problem. So ladies, if you're not coming, it's probably because you were with the wrong man. It's probably not a you issue. But it is a problem that you are settling for this kind of man. So do better, please, I beg you. That's my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!